My name is Grasse. My specialty is I run the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4x100 meter relay. At 17 years old, I ran my first race at York University. I was in my last year of high school. I went out there on a blimp just to race one of my good friends growing up. And a coach, discovered me named Tony Sharp. He came up to me and he said, "You have a special talent to do this sport." At the time, I didn't really believe him, because I was just a kid and I was just doing it for fun. But, a couple of years down the road, just training with him, he kind of just gave me that motivation and that confidence to say, if I just put, the hard work, the work ethic into it, I would be able to, be a champion one day. My first medal was in junior college, and I won the 55 meters indoor in Texas at the time. I was just so happy that, I won my first medal, and that's what kind of helped me a lot with just confidence and saying, hey, I'm able to go out there and, get the job done, and now I can go to other competitions and, be fearless. When I step on the track, I know that I'm 5'10", I don't weigh as much as a lot of people on the track, but when I step onto it, I don't think about those things. I think I'm the tallest, I'm the biggest, I take over, I'm the king of the track. For me, that's just how I build my confidence. I'm driven, because I want to be one of the fastest men in the world. So I always just keep that at the back of my mind, and whenever I go to training, I want to just think about, small improvements that I can make, throughout the day. I can't control, what's going on with other runners. I can't be able to outwork them if I can't outwork myself. So I kind of just use that as, motivation and say to myself, all right, I ran this time today. Let's try to get better and improve on that for the next day. I think my strength is more towards the end of the race. So for me, it's just working on my weaknesses by getting stronger in the weight room, building my strength so I can be more explosive, out the blocks, and I've been doing that. But also I have to remember that I need to work on my strengths as well so I can keep that up to that level. And if I can do a mixture or a balance of those things, I'm going to be very successful. The 100 meters is one of the toughest races, I believe, for sprinting, because you have to be able to react quickly, come off the blocks as fast as you can and be able to just execute and run a perfect, smooth race. If you're running the 100, you have to be able to, have that perfection craft of it. Every little millisecond, it counts. That can be the difference between winning a race and coming in last place. So for me, I try not to just, focus on that, whether it's, I listen to music before the race to calm myself down, or, get treatment, talk to my coach or my physio, just to try to be in a, a calm, mellow zone. So when I step into the blocks, all I gotta think about is the 8 lanes and just me being out there on the track, being able to execute my race perfectly. And you gotta be able to just hit it when it counts. One blink of an eye, you miss a step, the race can be over. My vision over time was, getting worse. And one of the most important things that I do is the relay, the 4x100 relay. You have a piece of tape, and you have to see the line when the incoming runner steps on it, and you have to be able to take off and put your hand back so that you can be able to receive the baton. And I was having trouble seeing that line, so I said to myself, let's improve my vision so that, that's gonna help me with my performances, and it's gonna help me be able to, see the lines and see the scoreboard. And I think that's helped me moving forward to be able to do that and perform well to my abilities and have that perfection. The 200 meters was very helpful for me on the turn. You really have to pay attention to detail, because if you step on the line, you're disqualified. So after I had the procedure, I started back my training, and I was able to work on that part of my race, and I felt like I had no problems to just have that perfection and be able to execute the race perfectly. So my perfect vision was able to help me, pay attention to detail and, help me accomplish my goals. Being an inspiration for my performances at Rio and being on that podium has made me very proud in what I have accomplished in my career. To cross the line and win the race and look up on the scoreboard and see my name and see the time, it's just awesome feeling, and the crowd just goes crazy, and the atmosphere is just it's just wonderful. So for me, when I stand on that podium in Rio, to be able to put on the Canada jacket and stand on that podium and receive a medal, that was just a blessing in my life. It felt really good, and I would even look up in the stands and I would see a couple of Canadian flags across the stadium. I think I had made Canada proud, and that was kind of the most memorable thing to me when I got home. For me, running is what it's all about, and that's what I train for. When I'm in shape and I'm running in a race, it feels really good. But I know before that moment, I have to put in a lot of work, a lot of hours before that race, and that's where it hurts. That's where the physically and mental grind of it it's a lot. But I know that eventually, all the stuff that I'm doing here is going to be all worth it, as long as I train hard and continue to have that great work ethic and have that motivation and confidence. It brings a lot of joy and surprises to me. So for me, that's how I have to just continue to think no limits and just be fearless. Having the LASIK procedure has helped me on the track, whether it's to see the lines, be precise, and just pay attention to detail. That's going to be able to help me so that I can be one of the fastest men in the world. My name is Grasse, and that's my LASIK life.